Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an update on, pretty much it's a life update and a little bit of a Q&A. I put a photo on my Instagram asking you guys to ask me some questions that I will address in a future video. And I finally had time to sit down and film said video. So like I said, today's video is going to be just a little bit of an update. I'm gonna fill you guys in on where I've been for the past almost 2 months and pretty much what my outlook is for my YouTube channel. I do still plan on filming YouTube videos. It's just that it's been really hard for me to actually like sit down and film it, and for the past 6 weeks or so, it's about 80% finding the time, and then whenever that 20% is left, it's being in the mood. And everybody knows that if you're not in the mood to film a video, then that video is gonna be crap, no matter how much work you put into it. Like if you're not in the right frame of mind to do something, then you're not going to be giving it your best. And so for the past 6 weeks, it's just been really hard for me to actually turn my camera on and sit down and film. I've been feeling very uninspired when it comes to YouTube, and you know, it's just a matter of kind of like getting my life in order and just balancing all the things that I have to do. In my last video, I did mention to you guys that I did start a small online business, and at the same time I started a new job as well. So running a business and working is really hard. It's double full-time, and it's just really difficult to actually kind of find time in between that for YouTube when I'm also married and I also need to be kind of, you know, focusing on my marriage as well. So in that sense, I had to sacrifice something for the past 2 months, and unfortunately, YouTube was that thing that I had to sacrifice. I've changed quite a bit since the start of the year, and it was completely unintentional. I just kind of felt myself evolving into this different person, and it's a person that I actually really like, so I'm okay with that. So I started my job and my business. Like my business obviously was, you know, it was conceived, I guess, long before I started my job, but it launched pretty much right around the same time when I started my other job. So I was literally like making orders and shipping them off. So I would go to work and come home, you know, at 5, sometimes 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I'd be making orders to ship them off the next day or the next couple of days. And it just really kind of took over my life, and I didn't have time for anything. I barely got any sleep. And it's just been since the last couple of weeks I've kind of gotten into a bit of a routine, and it's been working out really well. So my job is really great. I really like it. And Alamein is also doing really well. We're getting orders. Thank you to those of you who have you know, been supporting the website and supporting the business. I really appreciate it. But I'm gonna jump in actually into the Q&A, so the questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. Didn't get a lot of questions, which is good, because then this video would just be really long, but I'm just gonna go through it in the order from like top to bottom. So the first one is, update us on how the business is going. I did actually get into that a little bit. Alamein is doing really well. That is also a subjective opinion. For me, it's doing well. I knew that when we started the company, that we didn't go in with any expectations. We didn't go in with a quota of this is how much we need to sell every month. We're kind of just honestly testing the waters, and we're seeing how people respond to the company. We're going to be doing that over the next year or so, and then we're going to really step it up in 2017. Secondly, since I spoke with you guys about the launch of Alamein, we have launched new products. We launched mainly 1 or 2. We launched 2 new products and then different sizings. We launched some beard oils, and we launched 2 different scents. So this is pretty much what they look like. They come in kind of like an amber glass bottle with an orifice reducer, and the beard oils are called Main Man. That's the name of the men's line that Alamein is going to be a part of. So anything that comes under men's is going to be called Main Man. So this is Main Man Luxury Beard Oil, and this one is Eros. It has kind of like a light, romantic kind of smell and fragrance to it because it has, you know, a little bit of sweet orange oil, some ylang ylang, jasmine, sandalwood. So it's kind of musky but fruity at the same time. So it's a really great scent for guys who don't really like the really heavy musky scent. This one to me smells a little bit more sexy and more romantic, so that's what you're into, then that's that. And then we have Wild Earth, which is obviously a lot more woody. It has patchouli and cedarwood and myrrh and frankincense. So those are the two beard oils that we have. And then this is actually the most exciting thing. This is Style. It's a whipped shea butter hair cream, and this pretty much is what I used in my hair when I did how I slicked down my TWA. This is pretty much a whipped shea butter, and if you have natural hair, I'm pretty sure you know what this is. I worked tirelessly to get the right consistency of this butter, and it's really nice and it's smooth because it's been blended for a really long time. And use a bunch of really awesome oils in here. Some of the oils I use are like sweet almond oil, avocado oil, there's jojoba and argan oil in here. And I don't know, I just think it's a really great product. It's probably one of my favorite products from the entire line. I use this in my hair like crazy whenever I want to just kind of rock a little teeny weeny afro. This is something that I use in my hair to just kind of keep it moisturized, and it gives it a really nice look and wave. Next question. This is from Kelly B876, and I'm sorry I didn't mention the previous person. She was eccentrically chic. How do you balance your business, your day job, and marriage? It is difficult. I cannot say with confidence that I've even done that yet. I'm still working on it. But honestly, the balance, whenever you're in a relationship of any kind, it needs to be kind of 50-50, and both people need to carry the weight of the relationship. So one person cannot be giving the entire time. My wife understands that, and I understand that. So because I have a job, a business, and because I'm married, it's really hard, and I can't say that I've fully mastered the art of balancing all of those things, but I'm trying, and I haven't drowned yet, so I'm assuming there is some sort of balance going on. I think at the end of the day, we always try to make time for each other, even if it's just 5 minutes in the morning when we wake up. We'll, not be on our phones, but we'll just lay in bed and talk, or we'll get up maybe half an hour early and we'll sit at the table and we'll have breakfast before we both run off to work. That's really difficult because at the end of the day, we're both very tired. He works really hard. She's a very hardworking person, as am I. We're both workaholics. We love to work. We love to make money. I'm not gonna lie to you. With work and my job, I really try to kind of, I prioritize. So right now with my full-time job, that's where I make most of my money. I get paid more at my work job than I do at Alamein right now. So because of that, I prioritize my job. Alamein obviously comes second in terms of working, and I kind of make sure that whatever I have to do, I'm not gonna call in sick for work or anything like that. Whenever I have time, that's when I do Alamein. Right now, Alamein stuff is taken care of. I don't work till later today, and because of that, I have time to film this video. So I hope that answers the question. I don't know, I'm not very good at balancing things, to be honest. I'm a multitasker, which is a bad thing. I'm just always able to do a bunch of things at the same time. So there's not really much of a balance, I just kind of do it. What's on your current wish list? Girl, I want the YSL monogram Université bag. I have been dreaming and lusting after this bag. It is the wallpaper on my phone. I go into the store and I take photos with it. That's my dream bag, and I think I'm gonna buy it soon. It's just kind of like pulling the trigger on it because it is a very very, very expensive purchase. I personally never bought myself anything that expensive before in my life, and I probably never will until next year or something. But that is like at the top of my wish list. Other things that are on my wish list is the one, like my perfume. I'm looking for like the ultimate perfume that's going to be my signature scent. Right now, Barbados Balda-Free perfume is leading the race. I just really love the entire house, and I wish I could buy everything, but that stuff is just like super expensive, and I just really have to think about it before I even buy that perfume that I think is the one. I also want a pair of Alexander Wang booties, the ones that have the notch heels. They're super cute. Obviously this is a wish list. I can't buy all of these things at the same time. If I really want these things, I'm just gonna have to really just like save and work towards it. But those are the three kind of like material things that are on my wish list for 2016. We want to get a car. We currently don't drive because we live downtown, but it would be nice to have a car. So that is on our wish list together. And our dream car, surprisingly, we both like the same cars, and we both love Audis, so we really want an Audi. So we'll see how that goes. Oh my god. KNTO, favorite restaurants in Toronto. I don't eat out much, but I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna like a bunch of different restaurants with like both high and low, nice food, and like a burger joint. Everybody knows about Burgers Priest, but I've really fallen in love with Bear Burger, and basically Bear Burger is just really awesome burgers, but they have really amazing vegan and vegetarian choices. So I love Bear Burger. They're just right on Dundas. If you keep going down Dundas, you're going west. If you keep going west on Dundas, it's gonna be on the south side of the road. So it's over there. And my favorite thing from Bear Burger is their farmstead. It's basically this vegan burger that has wild rice, sweet potatoes, lentils, and it's wrapped in a collard green. So there's like lots of like healthy stuff, and whenever I eat it I feel super healthy. But you know, your girl gotta get it with some sweet potato fries and a banana milkshake. Like, that's just how it's gonna go. I really love Mildred's Temple Kitchen. That is where we had our wedding. We used to eat there all the time before, and brunch time is the best time to go there. They have the most amazing pancakes. They're just this big and they're delicious. So I really love Mildred's Temple Kitchen, and they're in Liberty Village? Yeah, Liberty Village area. That's where they are. Right across from West Elm. So if you know where West Elm is, then you know where Mildred is. What other places do I like in Toronto? Oh, this is not a restaurant, it's more of like a cafe, like a coffee shop. I really like Balzac's. Their coffee is ridiculously amazing, and surprisingly my friend Camille introduced me to Balzac's. We went there just for coffee, and I was just like, this coffee is ridiculous. It's so good, it's so smooth. They have pastries and stuff like that, but I love Balzac's predominantly for their coffee. And then there's this really amazing seafood place inside St. Lawrence Market that sells like po' boys and stuff like that. And I had a crawfish po' boy the other day, and my oh my, it was so good. Updates on your hair. Are you still natural? How are you coping with it? Yes, I am still natural. My hair, not much to it. I'm about 2.5 months natural now, and this is pretty much how I wear my hair every single day. I just wet it with water, slick it down, and I call it a day. It's very low maintenance and it's very easy on my hair. I'm not pulling and tugging or anything like that. Whenever I have time off or whenever I'm just home alone, I usually just leave my hair out in a fro and I let it breathe. Whenever I'm leaving my house, I do something like this, or I put a hat on. I'm not really watching my hair much. I think the third time around I just care less about using all these products in my hair. My routine is very simple. I wash my hair with a soap that I make myself, and then I condition it with a store-bought conditioner because I haven't quite figured out how to make conditioner yet. And then I use the Seal Hair Oil from Alamein to lock in moisture, and then I finish off with my Alamein hair cream, and that's pretty much it. I don't really do much to my hair, and I feel like that's kind of like the state that my hair likes to be in. I think it likes to be left alone, to be completely honest with you. I find that the more I do to my hair, the less it seems to want to cooperate with me. I've grown to accept that my hair has a mind of its own and it's going to do what it wants to do, so I just leave it be. How do you feel about the philosophy of the law of attraction? This is from Brown Boheme. I completely agree with it. For those of you who don't know, the law of attraction basically means you basically get what you put out there. So it's kind of like things attract like things, and I guess with the law of attraction, the main thing is just the idea of positivity and negativity. So if you put negative things out there, or if you are constantly in a negative frame of mind, you're basically just going to attract negative things. And I believe in it because it's happened to me before, where I used to be extremely negative, and because of that, it was just kind of like this cycle. I'd just always be thinking, you know, all these negative things, and then nothing ever happened for me. And then I hate people more because nothing's happening for me, and I hate situations more because nothing's happening for me, and then it just keeps happening. And then I just kind of switched off, and I realized I just cut all the negative things out of my life. I cut all the negative people out of my life, even family members. I just decided not to do it anymore, and things just turned around for me. Like, I've just gotten so many more opportunities. I'm in a happier space. I actually have people look at me and they're just like, you look so happy, and I'm just like, I am. And I just try not to dwell too much on negativity. I try not to dwell too much on the past. And yeah, I think like things attract like things. I think if you are a generally positive person, then good things will happen to you. I think if you put positivity out there, it comes back to you. It's like a smile. If you smile at someone, they have to smile back. That's just the way it is. Like, I'm gonna smile, you're gonna smile. What made you decide to switch from iPhone to Android? So when I had my iPhone, my phone was dying a lot. And when I mean dying a lot, I mean it was dying a lot. There was nothing wrong with my phone. It was less than a year old, and I would have like 30% and my phone would just shut off. And I think what hit it for me was I went to Starbucks one day, and it wasn't even really that cold outside. It was like September, so it was like slightly chilly but not too cold. And I walked over to Starbucks, and I have the app on my phone, so I don't really use cash to pay for Starbucks. I just use my phone. And I went to scan my app, and my phone died, even though it had 30%. And it was horrible because they had my drink ready, and I couldn't pay for it because I didn't have my wallet. And then the guy was nice enough, and he was just like, take it to go, we trust you. And I came home and I charged up my phone for 10 minutes, and I ran over there and I paid. But like, I'm just thinking about that, and like Starbucks, it's not a big deal, it's coffee. But think about it from the perspective of you're out late one night and you need your phone and it shuts off on you when you have charge. That to me is scary. I think it's very important. I think it's very important to have a phone, especially as a woman living in a big city. And when it kept happening and Apple would do nothing to help me, surprisingly, I just kind of decided to switch, because when I brought it to Apple, they're just like, oh, you just need to restore the phone. And I'm just like, don't you think I've tried that? Like, hello? So I switched. And on top of that too, my phone, I have the Galaxy S6 Edge. It has an amazing camera. It has a 16 megapixel camera, which is ridiculous. I've stepped up my photography game like so, and I'm super happy with it. So I don't know, I enjoy the switch, and I don't think I would ever switch back. Sometimes I get a little bit of iPhone nostalgia, but it's nothing big enough where, oh, I'm gonna get rid of my phone. Not really like that. Are you two planning on having kids? Yes, we are. Favorite foundations, favorite concealer. My favorite foundation has got to be hands down the NARS All Day Weightless Luminous foundation. I probably completely butchered that, but you get what I mean. My shade in that foundation is Macau. I just find it to be like super smooth and super silky. It makes your skin look awesome. That's what I'm wearing today. Absolutely love that foundation. I wore it to my wedding, and it's just kind of like my go-to. It's my favorite foundation. I love it more than the Makeup Forever. I really like the Makeup Forever, but I find that sometimes it tends to oxidize a little bit red on my skin. So the NARS, it doesn't oxidize red. It still looks awesome at the end of the day. And so it's my favorite foundation. And my favorite concealer is actually NARS as well. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. But then there's also another concealer that I really like, and it's by L'Oreal, and I'll post it right here because I don't have it on me right now, but it's just really awesome, and I use it on the days when I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. And usually whenever I use that concealer, I just kind of put it under my eyes. It's really great for the under eyes, and then I just kind of cover my face with powder and I call it a day. So I really love that concealer as well. The next and last question is, what's your hair type? What gives you motivation to go on? How do you take good pictures? Have you ever studied photography? So from back to front, I've never studied photography. It's just a lot of practice. I still don't even think I'm very good at it. Sometimes I get really lucky with a really good shot. I think that I have a good eye in that I'm very good with setups and layouts, and I can make a really good setup and layout and take good photos. When I am outside, unfortunately, I don't look around much to kind of like see the art and the beauty and things, so I'm not that kind of photographer. But I do freelance photography. It's just not something that I take very seriously. I just really like to take photos. How you take good photos? Like I said, I'm really good with layouts and setups. I just am really good at editing, I guess. Like, I can show you like a random photo and it just look okay, but then when you edit it and it looks freaking awesome, then, you know, I'm just really good at editing. So yeah. Next part of the question is, how do you find motivation to go on? What gives you motivation to go on? I'm completely paraphrasing this, and this is from I'll put the handle down below. Motivation is very hard to find, I'm not gonna lie. Oftentimes, 90% of the time, I literally just want to veg out on the couch and do nothing. So what gives me motivation is I have to honestly be in the frame of mind. I try not to take things too seriously, so I don't beat myself up if I don't go to the gym, because I don't go to the gym. I hate going to the gym. But if there's something that I want to do, if I'm not in the frame of mind to do it, then I take that as a sign that I'm not supposed to at that time, and I wait until I'm in the right frame of mind to do it. So when it comes to motivation for me comes easily when I have the energy or when I'm in the frame of mind to do something. If I'm not in the mood to do something, I'm not gonna do it. I don't force myself. Unless, of course, you know, it means showing up to work or something. I'm always motivated to go to work because I'm motivated by money, and I like money. So yeah, thumbs up if you like money. There are things obviously out there that's more important than money, but right now I just really like money, and I like working hard and making money and saving, and that's just been a huge motivator for me when it comes to doing things. So, but love is more important. Don't forget that, guys. Love is more important. I don't know what my hair type is. I feel like it's a combination of a lot of things. Up top here, my curl pattern is very loose, almost wavy, so it's very like 3C-ish, and then in the back it's very, very curly, which is, I guess, 4A, 4B. I don't really ascribe, is that a word? Prescribe? I don't really ascribe to hair types because I just find it all very confusing. It's like math to me. Like, I just don't do it. I'm not very good at looking at something and then putting a label on it. I'm not that type of a person. My brain just doesn't work that way. I just kind of go with the flow. So I'm gonna say though, upon much research before I filmed this video, that my hair type ranges from 3C to 4B. Pretty much. Even though in the middle here my hair is practically straight. So I don't know. Maybe it's just bad hair. That's pretty much it for my life update and my Instagram Q&A. I really hope I was able to answer all of your questions. If you guys want to see another Q&A video, let me know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to try and film a video once a week, so look out for it either on a Sunday or a Monday. It's going to be on any of those 2 days. It really depends on my schedule. I'm gonna really try not to make any promises to you guys anymore, because I hate breaking promises and I hate making promises I can't keep. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and leave me a comment down below, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.